Yo, just to let you guys know in this video, they trying to screw up the economy. They trying to screw up the economy so bad, and at the same time they screwing up the economy, they distracting you with other shit. And then I tell people they go, and I'm not Democratic Republican right now. I'm just saying, if a motherfucker get in the White House and he don't do much talking, and this nigga all of a sudden all your gas prices going up and all these wars is happening, and then he's sending all billions of dollars to somewhere that we already in a deficit that's fucked up. We ain't gonna never get out of it. So how you gonna mention a deficit to the people when you sending $64 billion to some fucking Ukraine Russia shit? You know what I'm saying? So all of these fake ass funds, what they saying they sending money to, it's all of them paying motherfuckers back from their crooked under table shit. And the people like, and sometimes YouTube, you know what they do? They like to ban your video because you be telling motherfuckers the real shit. So they like to just analyze it, because you know how people, like even the people at YouTube, I work around the people that analyze the videos and all this whole whatever shit. They want to live in a fantasy world because they can't believe that these motherfuckers hate them. It ain't got nothing to do with no color. It ain't never had nothing to do with no color. The only thing that has something to do with the color is a fact that if you was born black, you was born into some type of cosmic divinity. That's just how it is. But it's not like it's something that make everybody go crazy. It's just it is what it is. We are just different beings than them. That's how it is. Than any other race. It's just different. So why can't we just be different? See, the whole thing is we living in a world where no one is allowed to be different. And if you are different, then they got to make a big deal out of it instead of just letting you be. So when you live in a world today and they saying, "Oh, I'm gay. Oh, let me show you my flags and all that." You don't have to do that, because I'm not homophobic. It ain't enough homophobic people in the world to really bash them, but they making it seem like it so they can have some type of fucking movement. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with black women and shit. But these movements ain't nothing but bullshit. Okay? These movements are distractions. Ain't no don't nobody give a fuck. Let me tell you something. Um these the powers that be, man, whatever it might look like, because it's something, okay? They want everybody to fight. They want division, because if you're fighting each other, you won't pay attention to how you getting fucked. Don't you understand this shit? So I'm gonna give you an example. They made white people feel like that they the shit. But they knew that. You know how an entity, a spiritual entity or some whatever you want to call it, knows that. So what does it do? They become empowered. Why? They become empowered because some of the shit that they do is beneficial for the way that the shit run today. So it's just like chess pieces. Put the white people right here. Make them feel like they the shit on top of everything. We don't give a fuck about them, but make them be in a position. Have them put them in a position, and then let these let's exhaust resources by fucking with the weather, fuck up everything, so that now these people can be on top. And when these people get on top, they got so much of an ego. We just keep pushing it. They're gonna believe in that shit that history tells them. When history is stolen, all of it, everything, everybody been stealing from everybody, conquering and changing it to the way they want it to be. So history isn't what we told it is. So they'll tell them history. Y'all was doing this, and y'all was on top, and y'all was this and this. White people came and they did that. No, that's somebody telling you some shit because you wasn't there, bro. And then what at the end of the day, what that's going to do is going to make somebody feel like they better than another motherfucker. And that's how they do it. So then when you feel like you more superior than somebody, what you going to do? It's going to cause division. Then with division, it's going to cause certain type of terminology, certain type of words, certain type of things be said, and then movements and groups and all that. They know that. That's why you gotta say fuck whatever they got to say. Hey, I see you, you homosexual, so what? It's all good, whatever. I see you, you purple looking, you orange, so what? I don't give a fuck. That's how it's gotta be. Cause then you go next and you ask that same person, you say, hey, let's get together and get to keep this shit together and watch how these motherfuckers doing all of us. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's stop. Let's just give a fuck about all this division shit for a minute. Let's just stop, because at the end of the day, all this movement shit ain't doing nothing but dividing motherfuckers and making motherfuckers feel better than another motherfucker. Or finally we got ours, and finally you know when black people say finally we got somebody. Listen, bro, that's bullshit. Ain't no finally you getting motherfuckers in the White House. You fucking, let me tell you what it is. Whoever is in power will play any type of game to maintain power. They don't give a fuck about color. It was never about that. So when they put a motherfucker in there that's black, that motherfucker ain't shit. Trust me, he ain't finna be the one that's finna change nothing. It ain't gonna be that. They ain't doing that. They just play with your emotions and your heartstrings and your feelings and your differences, and they use them to, you can use them against each other. Wow. And you go, who are they? The motherfuckers that you don't see, they got all the motherfucking money, because some motherfuckers got all the money. So whoever it is, they know what you do, and you keep doing it. That's why I go, man, I don't give a fuck. That motherfucker gay. So what? That motherfucker back. So what? So what? Hey, let's sit down and talk and see how we can build some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you, and another example is in the Bible with, um, what's that? Tower of Babel. Tower of Babel was nothing but people just getting along, and they were trying to build a communication center. It wasn't trying to reach no God or nothing. They probably was trying to communicate some kind of way by working together. And what did the so-called God in the Bible, which wasn't God, it was a ruler dictator that was saying he was God. But anyway, the motherfuckers say, let us go down and confound their language. Now wait a minute. You want to go down and confound who language? I thought they all had different languages. All these motherfuckers are so, these motherfuckers is so superbly fucking with people. First of all, you already split the tribes up. Okay, you split the tribes up after Noah, got pissed off and did all this shit with them 3 sons and shit or whatever. So you split the fucking tribes up, and each tribe, and you look at them, each tribe has sub tribes, and each sub tribe had their own language. So even if you got 2 different tribes, you got 3 different tribes, but within those tribes, they talk in different languages. So then, if you're gonna go by the Bible, I'm just saying you're gonna go by the Bible. Then you go to the Tower of Babel, right? They go to the Tower of Babel, and he said, "Let's go confound their language." What language? If everybody was speaking different languages anyway, what the fuck you was finna do? These motherfuckers was just, it was about something else. Basically, it was about people getting along, talking to each other, and they didn't want that. Just the same way they doing today. They want you all to be divided. This what the fuck this shit is about. Divide and conquer, nigga. You ever heard that shit? So it's like divide all these people and then just keep them at odds with each other. We know it's different types of people in the world, so we're going to concentrate everything on the differences. So everybody can go, oh, I need to stand up my movement and this and that. When they don't nobody really truly give a fuck that's supporting your movement. They just want you to be different than somebody else so y'all can always have differences. They want you to act like that so you can feel like you better than somebody else. They want you to do that because that's division. Instead of going, man, we all in this motherfucking shit, man. These motherfuckers playing games with our money and all this bullshit. They keep fucking with jobs, cutting motherfuckers and shit, doing all this shit, man, playing with you. We need to turn your eye on them. What the fuck is you turning your eye on each other for, man? That's the whole point of it. All of this shit is fraudulent. So why you think they let people go into Egypt? Black people go into Egypt. Well, they let black people go into Egypt because they know ain't nothing in there that's going to uplift them when they go. Just like the people that live in Africa don't go to the motherfucking Egypt. And these niggas live there. They just live there. They walk right past the pyramids, go, oh yeah, whatever. Why the fuck they doing? They over there. We way over here, come out some weird fucking... But this is what I'm trying to tell you. They playing games with that too. That's why you can walk up in there. That's why you can be talking about Kemet and if it was so sacred, nigga, and it was gonna make you a powerful motherfucker, you couldn't even, you ain't going in there. Who you think discovered that? Who you think dug that shit up? It was the people that they call white. The people that you call white and you black that you talking about you hate them and all this old shit. They dug all that shit up. And guess what else they did? If they found anything, motherfucker, it's gone before you get in there. So yeah, you can go walking your ass all up in there. See, that's the whole thing. This is where they play games. So people can feel like they're empowered for something. So they can separate each other from each other. And then now you better than them somebody. And see, that's the game. But if everybody say, man, I don't give a fuck about better than nothing. Hey, yo, let's turn our eyes on them. The government, Biden, and all these hoe ass niggas. Turn it on them. Fuck them, man. They just people. What the fuck? And if you not if they not people and they something different, then they still pussy because they hiding behind a fucking mask. So at the end of the day, they still ain't shit and they weak because they had to hide instead of just saying, hey, this is how I really look. If there's some aliens, what y'all gonna do about it? They ain't tough enough to do that. So I don't give a fuck about their words and you gonna read the gas price is gonna go up. And fuck you, weak motherfucker. Well, everybody need to focus on these weak ass motherfucking politicians, man. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Everybody need to focus on them weak ass motherfuckers. Word. And I'm talking about the high up ones, not the little state alderman mother bitch ass motherfucker. I'm talking about the ones that be sitting in the Senate hall and all these high niggas. We need to fuck them up. Word.